In this video, we are going to show how to install the Eclipse IDE on Windows 10 systems. Basically, we need 3 steps. The first, GCC Compiler, and then Java runtime environment, and the last one is Eclipse IDE. The Eclipse does not support the C and C++ compiler directly. We need to install GCC Compiler first prior to installing the Eclipse IDE. And also, the Eclipse IDE requires the newer version of JRE or JDK. First, let's talk about installing the GCC compiler. One of the best GCC compiler is the MinGW. It means the minimalist GNU for Windows. As of now, the latest update is July 2018, and here is the link for download. The official MinGW supports 32-bit and 64-bit compiler is supported by other open community. Here is one more option for 64-bit GCC compiler. The name is tdm-gcc. In this video, I will use tdm-gcc for 64-bit MinGW compiler. tdm-gcc is a compiler suite for Windows that combines the most recent stable release of GCC compiler and open source MinGW runtime APIs. Now I will show the steps to install the tdm-gcc. First, I'm going to Google the tdm-gcc, and the first link is for the official tdm-gcc website. Let's click the first one. The current latest release is 9.2.0. Let's click the link to download. In this download website, we will see the 3 different options for the tdm-gcc installer. The second one is for the 64-bit GCC compiler, and we will go with this one. After the completion of download, just double-click the file and run the install program. Let's click the first option, Create, and then we are going to install the 64-bit MinGW. It takes a couple of minutes, and then we are going to click the Next. Now we've successfully installed the tdm-gcc. I'm going to check it out in the Windows command line tool. Press the Windows key and R, and then type cmd. In this command line tool, just type the commands, the where g++ and g++ option version. In my case, I've also installed MinGW, thus there are 2 g++ commands in the list. If you just install the tdm-gcc, you can see only just one g++ command in the tdm-gcc directory. So I have 2 g++ commands, and I want to change the path variable so as to use the tdm-gcc as a default value. I'm going to run the system application for changing the path variable. In the taskbar, just type the path, and then we can find the control panel and then click it. Click the environment variables, and then click the path in the system variables, and then click the edit. The last line must be the path for the tdm-gcc in this window. I'm going to move up this path and then make it placed in the front of MinGW. Let's run again the command line tool and then check the command g++ option version. Okay, great. Now tdm-gcc is successfully installed, and we can run C++ and G++ command in our Windows system. Now let's talk about the second topic, the Oracle Java Development Kit. Eclipse is a Java-based application, so it requires Java runtime environment. First, we can check our system already had the Java system with the command Java version. If your system doesn't have any Java platform or older version, you need to install the latest Java Standard Edition. Now we are going to install the Oracle JDK 14. First, let's Google the JDK download. You might find the official site on the first result. Let's click the first one. As of now, the latest version is Java Platform Standard Edition 14. Let's click the link for downloading. You will find the various choices based on the installation platforms such as the Linux system, the Mac, and Windows systems. I will choose the Windows 16 4-bit systems and then save the installation file. Once we have downloaded it completely, just double-click the downloaded file and then we are going to leave the default setting during the installation. After that, in order to check the installation successfully, we are going to run the Windows command tool and then run the commands Java option version. In my case, I have already had JDK 12. The directory of JDK 12 is placed ahead of JDK 14. Thus, I needed to change the order of paths for the latest JDK. In the Windows taskbar, just type the path and then you will find the menu item Edit the System Environment Variables. And then click the environment variable and then check the variable Java Home. In my case, Java Home was set to JDK 12 because I have already had the earlier version of JDK. Click the variable Java Home and then click the Edit and then change the variable as the latest version JDK 14. After the changing the value of Java Home, let's run the Windows command tool again and then check the command results Java version. Now we are ready to use the latest JDK version 14. Okay, now let's talk about the final topic, the Eclipse IDE. We have installed the GCC Compiler and Java development environment. Now we are ready to install Eclipse IDE. Let's move to Eclipse download website. The current latest version is Eclipse 2020 June. Click the download link Eclipse 64 bits and save the file in your directory. After the completion of download, double-click the file. The Eclipse installer shows you the various options to install the language development environment we can use with this IDE, such as Java, C++, PHP, and so on. We are going to choose C and C++ developer. If you want to install other languages, you can choose the other options later. We need to check the Java installation directory is correct, and we can change the installation directory in this dialog. Then we are going to leave default setting. After the installation complete, let's launch the Eclipse IDE for the first time. When we run Eclipse IDE first, you are prompted for your workspace. All your program files and projects are saved under this workspace. We are going to leave the default setting. Okay, now we are going to make first the C++ project. Click the File and New and C and C++ project. And then choose the C++ managed build and click Next. And put any project name. We're going to give the name First Project. In the project type, choose the Hello World C++ project. And then in the right window, choose the tdm-gcc for the toolchain. Okay, now we have the first C++ example program. In order to compile and run this program, basically we need two steps. First, click the project and build all. Second, click the run. Now let's build all. After that, we can see some compiler message in the console window. You can check that there is no errors and warnings. If you have any error in your program, you can see some error message in this console window. Now let's run this program. After run this program, all output result will be written in this console. We can see the result Hello World here. Okay, we are ready to develop the C++ program. Okay, in this video we have talked about installation steps for Eclipse IDE on Windows 10 systems. We have installed tdm-gcc, JDK 14 and Eclipse IDE.